Everybody fired up tonight? How we doing? I'll tell you what, I've been watching those Olympics. USA, they're tearing it up. They're fired up. Heck, they got me fired up. I hope I can fire you up, because if they haven't fired you up, I don't know what's going to fire you up. My name's Toby Thong, and I want to talk about America. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to talk to you about America. As we all know, the economy in America isn't what it once was. The housing market's down, American citizens are unemployed, and we're losing jobs to foreign countries every single day. Our national debt is $14 trillion. I don't have that many fingers and toes to count that high, but I know it's big. I know it's a lot of money. Of that 14 trillion, over 5 trillion is owned by foreign government in exchange for goods. I want to talk to you today because I want you to start buying American-made products. The reasons I want you to buy American-made products is to save and create American jobs, to help fight against foreign child labor laws or lack thereof, to help reduce the national debt and the emissions in our environment, to make a better world for our kids tomorrow. Now let's take a look at some of these reasons. The first reason you should buy American-made is jobs. Creating them is better for our economy. The more jobs we have, the better off America is. Above all else, when you buy American, that's exactly what you do, is you save or you create a job here in America. These are the jobs at the foundation of our economy. And have unfortunately been lost overseas to cheaper labor is why they're going. I worked for a sawmill where 80 plus employees lost their jobs due to China flooding the market here in America with lumber, bought by Americans. See, the labor there was cheaper, so they bought the lumber from there because it was cheaper. And that's a problem. According to the Institute of Industrial Engineers, which is the largest professional society dedicated solely to the support of industrial engineering professions, that since 2001, 5.5 million factory jobs in America have been lost. What could be a contributing factor to that? Cells. According to Bertel Smith, publisher for The Truth About Cars, which is a website that collects data and statistics on international and national sales of automobiles, Japanese-made automobiles sales rose 26% in 2011. American-made GM automobile sales, not so fortunate. Yeah, they dropped over 6% in sales. This is clear that if you're not buying American, it's not good for America. Second reason you should buy American-made products is the working standards in America and the lack of standards of foreign countries. Standards overseas are hazardous. The countries the United States import from often have non-existent standards for regular working conditions. Many of the factories producing U.S. bound goods are worse than our prison systems and are full of kids, children, working long days. No one wants to support that. Nobody wants to support children being ripped from school, forced into labor. And by buying American-made products that are made right here in America, you know you're not supporting that. Because we have regulations. We have agencies in this country to help protect us from those atrocities. You see child labor overseas in places like China, where the majority of the workers are children. And it's said that China uses children for workers because they have smaller hands. Easier to get in there and put things together. They have better eyes. Why do they have better eyes? Well, they say they have better eyes because they haven't been in labor that long. You know? Adults have been working for many years, therefore their eyesight's not as good. So they're going to use children? What does that mean? That means A, either they're not going to school, or B, they're not getting time to study what they need to study for school, after school. Safety standards here in America are totally different. According to the Department of Labor, for federal child labor laws, the Fair Labor Standard Act of 1938 protects young workers from employment that might interfere with their educational opportunities or that may be detrimental to their well-being or their health. You see, we want to take care of our children here. Why would we support something like that somewhere else? We don't want to be a part of that. The third reason you should buy American-made products is to reduce that trade deficit and reducing emissions in our environment. We need to decrease our debt to other countries. According to Dave Manuel of the Debt Clock, which is a website that gathers everything the country spends, whether it's on foreign purchases, public taxes, public money, whatever the case may be. The U.S. national debt of $5.1 trillion of U.S. debt is owned by foreign government. Of that 5.1, China and Japan, they own nearly half of that. And that can be easily accounted for. I mean, just look back at the automobile sales that we just talked about. Japan, 26% raise in auto sales in 2011. Everywhere you look in the stores nowadays, you check the tag in the back of your shirt right now. Chances are it's made in China, Taiwan. These things need to change. Fuel reduction means cleaner air. A hot topic today is global warming and all the things we're doing to damage our environment. The emissions put in the air by these gases that run these big old giant cargo ships that are coming across the Pacific Ocean or coming across that Atlantic Ocean. The emissions can be a fraction of what they are right now if we just buy American-made products. Because then there'll be no need for those big ships to be coming back and forth. There'll be no need to spend more money on shipping costs for fuel, and just because it was over there, it takes more to get it here. We don't need to do that. We need to buy right here in America. Today I gave you 3 reasons why you should buy American-made products. You will create jobs, help stop foreign child labor, and reduce our nation's debt and emissions. I hope I've persuaded you enough with these 3 reasons that you'll start buying American-made products more often. So the next time you go out to buy a new coat or get a birthday present for your child, you want to get a toy for them, check that tag. And if it doesn't say Made in America, put it back. Find something else. And together, let's all do our part to rebuild America, one purchase at a time. Again, my name is Toby Thome, and I want to thank you for your time, and you all have a very pleasant day.